What annoyed Peter the most wasn't the fact that he was stuck 30 feet below an Oxfam shop with an irate vampiress. It wasn't because he was no longer alive, but instead a zombie likely to lose the ability to converse at any given moment. It wasn't even that the bats were starting to come to around his feet and, with groggy eyes, stared up at him with utter contempt. It was because Maximus had just vanished. As soon as the going got tough, he disappeared quicker than a Frenchman during wartime. That, to Peter, was very annoying indeed.
"So, why are you here again?"
Lilith asked. She was dressed now, and looked rather fetching in a red off-the-shoulder number that Peter recognized from page 122 of the Littlewoods catalogue. "I work for a bat conservation," Peter lied again. It was poor, but under the circumstances, it was the best he could muster. "I had reports of a large number of distressed bats in the sewers, and I've been sent to check it out."
"But you're a child,"
Lilith said, and Peter remembered that he was, in fact, a child. For some reason, being zombified had made him forget.
"Shouldn't you have a paper round?"
Peter sighed. Yes, I should." But having a paper round would not explain why he was in Lilith's lair, would it? "I got fired from my paper round, and now I am a bat conservationist." He said it with no enthusiasm whatsoever. She already had his number.
"So you came down here to take away my pets, my lovely friends?"
Lilith said. She sat on the end of the bed, and Peter noticed that her eyes were glowing a strange green, as if her normal eyeballs had been scooped out and replaced with those sour jawbreakers, the one that make you screw your face up, as if you need to go to the toilet. "That," said Peter, "sounds about right to me." It was a few minutes later when he realized that his lies had not worked. The ropes around his wrists and ankles were a dead giveaway, and the tape across his mouth seemed to be the icing on the cake.
"I have to go out today,"
Lilith said. She licked her lips. Her fangs clicked down into place. Being a zombie did not make you a superhero, which was why at that moment in time, a little noise escaped from Peter, and even he had no idea from where it emanated.
"I shall be back later on tonight," she hissed. "I will have a little friend who will be very happy to meet you."
Maisie. Peter was going to be Maisie's first kill. As Lilith made her exit, Peter suddenly felt very sick. A few minutes after the vampiress had scaled the steel ladder and hoisted herself out onto the street, which would have looked very strange if you were just walking out of Oxfam, Maximus materialized in the chamber to find Peter sitting on a chair with his wrists and ankles bound, and enough tape around his head to silence every Justin Bieber fan on the planet, which Maximus would have been extremely grateful for. Peter was staring straight ahead, not really taking too much notice of Maximus. This meant one of two things. Peter was royally peeved at Maximus's sudden decision to scarp her, which was understandable. Then again, Peter didn't know the vampiress as well as Maximus did. The second possible reason for Peter's ignorance was he'd gone zombie.